Do you ever get discouraged by the scale of the problem?
No, I don't. I haven't seen the plateau. I haven't seen the ceiling yet. So it's huge. It's bigger and bigger and bigger it's getting. Do I get discouraged? No, I don't, because I'm also, while I'm not seeing a ceiling, I'm seeing the curtains being pulled back constantly on the next level, on the next level, on the next level. And I see law coming into place in countries. I see initiatives like the Global Alliance. People who wouldn't be in this game probably wouldn't have heard of the EU-US Global Alliance Against Child Pornography. You have the EU directive there in 2011, which insisted that all European countries have the same law, harmonised procedures. And in that, it talks about victim identification and victim-centric. You see, one of the biggest problems that we've seen over the years is policing as well. Police are not great with victims. Everyone knows that. They're great at feeling a fella's collar, you know. We'll catch that fella by the ear and we'll lock him up. Yes, brilliant. But what about the victim, you see? So this victim-centric way of thinking, there's three things that a police officer can do in relation to this. You can do a fella for possession of it. You can do of child abuse material. You can do a fella for distribution of it. But more importantly is the pillar where you investigate, where did this material come from, and is there some way we can identify this child. So all that thinking, getting police thinking around the victims and victim-centric thinking, all of that type of stuff is mighty, is improving all the time. And so discourage, no, discourage is not a way I would say it. Unfortunately, I'll never be laid off. Well, that's the only thing I can say. And so I spend a lot of my time training the next generation of officers, investigators coming through who are taking up the cudgel and moving forward with it. I've been promoted a couple of times. I've moved into management, so I'm no longer hands-on, but I'm happy to say that, you know, that we're getting new officers, more passionate every time, every year, new officers coming through. There's increased resources in countries going to this issue, and we're dealing with it very, very... And the funny thing is that if you combine the technologists, you combine your systems administrators with your online platform people, your law enforcement, and perhaps, you know, some civil society, non-governmental groups. If you combine those three or four together, this issue can be very easily and quickly dealt with. That's a reality. And so perhaps this podcast to Technology.ie listeners is, look, play your part, please, and we'll deal with this issue really easily.